Now we're going to use a tutorial on how to use SPSS. Open up your SPSS program, and the different versions, this is version 22, but the earlier versions will have something similar to what you see here. All you have to do is click OK. And at this point you will see two screens. Or we'll just click Cancel. To open up our SPSS, and now we will see two screens. You have a data view and a variable view. For right now we're going to use the variable view. What we have here is a name, label, and values category that we'll be using. For the name, you will type in question_1, and the first question that we will have is what we call our voter turnout question. And just give it a second. SPSS is a large program and sometimes freezes. So don't be concerned about that. Just don't rush the system, otherwise it'll crash. So better to let it freeze for a moment than crash. So this is our voter turnout. And the values that we have are what we assign to each one of the variables. So the first one equals very likely to vote. 2 is somewhat likely to vote. We'll just leave it in as somewhat likely, and 3 is not likely. And you click OK. Then you go to question 2. It's important to leave the underscore because if you don't, it is an illegal character. A space is an illegal character. So that's why you put in question_2. And here we'll ask a ballot test question. And on the ballot test, we will ask, the next question is a gender question. What is your gender? And if they said male, we code that as a 1, and 2 is a female. Again, it doesn't matter what order you put them in because it's a nominal level measurement. I'm certainly not saying that men are better than women, nor am I saying women are twice as good as men. It's just a nominal level of measurement. Question 3, we looked at a ballot test for, let's say, governor. And the choices we had was 1 would be Mark, 2 is John, 3 is Sue, 4 is Heather, and 5 would be undecided. Click OK. Then question _4 would be another ballot test for, let's say, lieutenant governor. And 1 we'll say is for Brown, 2, this is again for hypothetical purposes, green, 3, black, 4, white, 5, blue, and 6, undecided. Click OK. And the next question we will ask is for age. And age would be age, and the categories that we're putting them in is 1 is 18 to 44, 2 is 45 to 64, and 3 is 65 plus. We put that in, and now we have put in our SPSS. The next thing to do is to take our data from our results, like we have here, and if we just copy those cells, and we'll paste them into the data view, and we click paste. It takes a second because it's a lot of data that's being transferred in between these programs. But now that the data has been pasted in, go to Analyze, Descriptives, and we can run, we're going to analyze descriptives in our frequencies, and we will run our frequencies, and we will see just on a top line result what we would have 418 total people entered the survey, 258 people finished the entire survey. Out of them, who is likely to vote? What is the percentage amongst those individuals? What are the ballot tests? Who is winning? It appears Mark has a strong lead amongst the gubernatorial candidates, and it looks like Brown has a lead over the lieutenant governor candidates, and we can see that the poll is skewed towards an older population, which is common in electoral politics. And that is a quick tutorial on how to put in your variables and then paste in your data.